Every 2 years, we like to honor those board members of NMPA that have reached milestones in their service to the board. And this is a special one because in addition to having Matt Pincus celebrate his 5th year, Bob Doyle his 10th, it is also Erwin Robinson's 40th year on the NMPA board. I'd ask them to come forward and get their special recognitions. And don't worry, Matt, that little star gets bigger the more years that you're on the board, and we're just bigger. This is also an odd number year, which means that the NMPA board stands for election. This is the first election under our new bylaws, and I want to thank the NMPA nominating committee, which came up with a very strong slate of candidates. As a reminder, under our new bylaws, those companies that reach executive level status no longer run for the board, but rather are given automatic seats. So I want to welcome back to the board Marty Bandier, Jody Gerson, Cameron Strang, and Laurent Hubert. But now I'll call to the stage NMPA's outside inspector of elections, Mike Verrecchia, with Morrow and Company, who will announce the results of the other 14 NMPA board seats.
The following nominees have been elected to the NMPA board and will serve until the 2016 annual meeting: Willard Audritz, Caroline Beanstock, Barry Coburn, Lee Eastman, Neil Gillis, Justin Kalifowitz, Gulnar Khosrowshahi, Jody Klein, Leeds Levy, Chip McLean, Ralph Peer, Matt Pincus, David Renzer, and Erwin Robinson. Thank you.
I first want to thank those publishers that ran for the board that weren't elected. It takes a lot to get elected to this board, and I really appreciate folks that put up their name and work so hard and still are valued members of NMPA. Secondly, let me just say a word about a couple of our board members who will not be serving over this next term. We are losing 3 publishers who have been just absolutely outstanding board members and valued people. Helene Blue was the first woman ever elected. I want to make sure you hear this. Helene Blue was the first woman ever elected as a woman to the NMPA Board of Directors. Bob Doyle is the driving force behind the largest selling solo artist of all time in Garth Brooks. And for those who sometimes question the role of music publishers with regard to doing more for developing the careers, just look at Bob Doyle as an example of just how valuable music publishers can be. And finally, Dean Kaye. I think all I really need to say is he wrote songs for Frank Sinatra. Which was, and I do want to welcome the 3 new board members, Gulnar, Justin, and Jody, who have all been working very hard on behalf of NMPA interests for a long time, and I'm so pleased to welcome you to our board. So welcome to the NMPA board.